Hey, good day, my friends. How are you today? Well, if you're where I'm at, it's hot. But we say the same thing every year. It's summer. We're in North Carolina. It's always hot. It's not a shocker, but okay. I'll act surprised. Whoa, it's hot. It's humid. Woo! Okay. So today, interesting word um, for this week. The word is joy. Remember when you were a little kid and you used to say, you've got joy, joy, joy. Where? Down in my heart, down in my heart. Joy is one of those words that you don't hear very often. You don't go around and converse, hey, how you doing today, Bob? Oh, I'm just so full of joy today. It's just not a word that we use very much. I've mentioned many times that sometimes we just use the same old words over and over and over, and we've become numb to creative adjectives, words that describe. Um, and joy is just one of those words that we don't use. And I'm talking about it today because joy is I want to say it's a supernatural word. Joy is one of those things that I can honestly say I never got it. I thought joy was kind of a girly word. Oh, yeah, whew, I just said it. I said it. Um, Joy. Who uses joy? But come to find out, that really is a real world word in the real world that has real meaning. So let's talk a little bit about joy and why don't we use it and what does it really mean? So it really means great pleasure, great happiness. And we live in a world where being happy is really hard. So if you can't be happy, how can you be full of joy? Hmm. So joy, as I mentioned, I believe it's a supernatural word that transcends, well, I'm using a lot of big words today, transcends, goes above and beyond status quo, the average. It transcends emotions and feelings, regardless of the situation. You can't be happy all the time. I don't care what people say. In fact, the people who are always happy, yeah, I don't buy it. I don't. I it's kind of like the Hollywood thing, where you've got these shows in the streets, and all they are is like facades of plywood, and there's nothing behind them, and so people, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm happy, and behind that happiness, what I have come to experience is so many people who are happy all the time are happy to hide pain or misery or disappointment or whatever discouragement they may have. But joy is one of those words that transcends all those other negative obstacles in our life. So joy is something that's down here. Yeah, I have one of those. And I'm not sitting on it. It is there, but it's like most of you. It's all guarded with walls and layers, and it's like an onion you got to peel back. But joy comes from that, and and it's just something. Sometimes I wish. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you have something that's really good tasting. You say, "Oh, I wish so and so could taste this." It's and joy is one of those things that I wish more people could actually experience it and really know what that feeling is like. It's not a fake feeling, and you can tell people who are joy filled because it exudes. It like comes out of their pores. It's like when you eat garlic and it just comes out of your body like days later, or when you eat asparagus. Um, but joy filled people, they don't walk around always happy and yeah, but you can tell they have joy in their heart. So, what is the difference between joy filled and joyful. So, one of the ways that I like to take a look at it is so people who are joy filled, there's many people who are joy filled. There's many rich people. But what are you doing with that joy? You're full of something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people full of that too, but and they like to share that. But how many people are actually filled with joy? What are you doing with it? Are you hoarding it? Are you keeping that joy to yourself? What are you doing with that joy, with that gift, with that supernatural gift that you have? So I would say that joyful people have so much joy, they give it away. They share it. It's kind of like showing or causing people to get what you got. It's an infection. It's a disease. Like, look at those joyful people playing bingo. Look at those joyful people singing. They're giving, sharing that joy. And some people who have a lot of joy, sometimes it's one of those things that maybe we don't want to share. Maybe like people with money, maybe they don't want to share. But unlike money, joy is something certainly to be shared that many people need to catch. I don't care if you wear a mask or don't wear a mask. This is a disease that we need to spread more of. People need to get this contagious, infectious disease called joy. Joy will not only be down in your heart, it'll come out of your heart with this. You'll hear it. You'll see it. I see joy. I hear joy. And when I hear it and I see it, it just fills me back up with joy. I love seeing people who are joy filled and are joy full because they share it. They give it unconditionally. So if you don't know what it is and you're wondering, well, how can I become joy filled so that I could be full of joy to share joy? I don't have the answer for that. How did I get it? I couldn't really tell you. I think it got to the point of not having much to give to others other than my heart. And sometimes we have to dig deep down when maybe you've been hurt, maybe you've been disillusioned, but it really is about giving and giving that joy. And I think when you start giving cracks of joy, that joy comes back tenfold to you. And then you have so much joy, you want to get rid of it. I want to give it to more people so that they can be joyful, filled with joy, that it overflows. So this weekend, think about not being just happy and having a happy face, because this is my happy face, this is my sad face, but you can see joy beyond this. Joy, again, being supernatural, doesn't come from the expressions. Come on, you know people when you say, hey, how you doing today? Oh, I'm great, I'm wonderful. And they're walking away saying, oh, I'm in the middle of bankruptcy, my spouse left me, my dog just got killed, and oh, but I'm happy. Nah, joy is a very foundation of our hearts. And our hearts are living organs. They're meant to be broken, they're meant to be given, they're meant to be shared. So from one joyful giver to another, maybe there's one of you out there today who needs a little bit of joy. Here's the joy. So have a wonderful, joy filled, and joyful day. This is Rich. Peace.